I am a very pretty girl. Pretty girl. With a big hammer. Hello, YouTube. Ultra Maximus here with another 3D Blu Ray review. This time we're going to talk about Thor. Dun dun dun. And this is the limited 3D edition. Just like Captain America, it's a limited 3D edition. There's nothing limited about it. It's the only one they put out. I don't know why they do that. This is a very similar cover to the Captain America. Of course, these came out the same year. Came out not too long after each other, too. Had this one for a while. I just haven't had a chance to go and talk about it. So I got this at Best Buy. It was $39.99. Let's see the back of it. Typical Marvel type movie. We've got the characters, what's on the disc, and how to watch it, all that kind of good jazz. This one is a Blu-ray. It's a 3D Blu-ray, and it's got a DVD copy and a digital copy. Got the feature film. There are commentaries by the director. There's a Marvel one-shot HD commentary, 7 featurettes, Road to the Avengers featurette, 11 deleted scenes. The Blu-ray version has just the movie in 3D, and then the third disc has got the DVD and the digital copy. So, again, I mean, it's the same stuff as usual. It's just in 2D plastic. We've got Thor, the instructions on how to use the digital copy. This is not a ultraviolet digital copy. This is an iTunes digital copy, I guess. Let's see. We've got... let's see here. Thor, this is the Blu-ray in blue. We flip it over. We've got the DVD and digital in the silver/gray, and then we have the Blu-ray 3D in blue as well. This one always gets me because when I open it up, I see that one, the Blu-ray and the Blu-ray 3D are in the same colors. I have to look for the 3D logo on it. So every time I pick this out of the case, I always pick the wrong one for some reason. So, Thor. This is another one I went to see at the theater. I actually went to see, I think it was Thor and Captain America. I think it was both of those films at the same time. Thor is definitely one of them. I can't remember what the other, because I did a double feature that night. And it was Thor and something else. And because I remember it was a rainy night, I was on my Harley, and I didn't want to go home. And I'm like, I'm not riding in the rain. I'm like, turned around and went right back into the movies and watched another one. And Thor was the second movie I watched. It wasn't Captain America. It was something else. I can't remember what it was. Obviously, it wasn't that great of a film because Thor's the one I remember. And you know, Thor's not one of my favorite comic book characters. He never has been. I always thought he was kind of like Captain America was another one. He was okay, and he's never been a lead comic book character for me. He was always a great add-in, like in the Avengers or a team up or something like that. He was always a guest spot character for me in Marvel Comics, and I decided, okay, I'm going to see this because I knew the Avengers movies were coming up, and I want to go check it out and see what it was like and all that kind of good stuff. So I went to the theater and I watched it. And Natalie Portman's in it. She's always hot. And then you've got she's a great actress too, which whoever she is with, you know, damn him to hell. He's got a very hot lady. She's highly intelligent, and she's just a brilliant actress. I have not seen her do anything bad. Even in bad movies that she's in, she's the light in that movie. So, all around, whoever is with her, good for you. Let's see here. Who else is that? Chris Hemsworth, obviously, is Thor, who played Captain Kirk's dad in the Star Trek movie. And we've got, oh my gosh, Anthony Hopkins. Why was I blanking on that? Anthony Hopkins as Odin, who does a fantastic job. So, Thor. Basically, this movie is about Thor becoming king. It's like his whole coming of age story. not really origin story, but his, I guess in the comic version of him, his origin story. He gets basically banished to Earth to learn humility. And Loki makes a deal with the Frost Giants, and all heck breaks loose, and they got to deal with it. And Thor's kind of talking to Natalie Portman, and they start this flirtation thing. And the funny thing is, and I can't remember the girl's name to save my life right now, but she's in Two Broke Girls. If you watch that on CBS, she's the dark-haired waitress that the blonde ends up moving in with. She is in this movie. She's Natalie Portman's little buddy, and I didn't realize that until I watched Two Broke Girls, and I went back and watched this again. I'm like, oh, look, it's her. So, and she does a pretty good job in it. She does some good comedic value to the film. And you know what? This is a good movie. It's fun. I was like, how are they going to make it? Because it's Asgard, and they got the Rainbow Bridge, and it's all in there. I mean, they don't scrape on any of it by, and I mean, it's there. But they make it cool. They make it awesome. All the Asgardians are there. Every single one of the Asgardians are in there. It's very faithful to the comic. They do a very good job as far as that goes, and they do a great job to make it cool. And they basically explain, magic is their type of technology, and they don't see a difference between the two, sort of deal. And they go down and are dealing with Loki and all that kind of jazz, and him basically becoming Thor, worthy in Anthony Hopkins' eyes of the crown of Asgard, essentially. So, pretty good flick. I like it. Didn't think I was going to. Actually turned out to really, really like it. So that was really cool. Now, the 3D in the movie is very good. Again, this is another situation where they don't really throw it in your face kind of thing. They take advantage of spacing and in Asgard with the big bridges and the towers and armies that are in there, and they go to an ice world, and they really take advantage of that, and a lot of distance and depth. They really take advantage of that, and there's some scenes, obviously, with a hammer that come at you and all that kind of good stuff, but for the most part, it's more or less taking advantage of depth and making it feel like a nice, deep movie, and you really almost forget about the 3D as you go into it, because the story really takes it over, and it all falls into place. So very good, very impressive. Now, is it worth $39.99? That's a good call. I picked it up because, well, I like 3D movies, and I like doing the reviews on them and letting you guys know what I think. So I definitely pick them up. I'd like to see this movie cheaper. I'd like to see this at a $29.99 level, or even a $34.99 level. I just don't think it's up to the $40 mark. But I mean, it is what it is. That's about the average price of 3D movies, $35 to $40. And I don't think that's going to happen. It have to be a price drop anytime real soon. So if you've got a comic book fan in your family looking for a birthday gift or for a Christmas gift, this is a pretty good one. It's not as violent, I don't think, as Captain America, at least in the fact that Captain America was dealing with World War II violence, and this is dealing more with like battling frost giants and other gods and things like that. So there's very little human-on-human violence. It's more fantasy style violence than Captain America, I think. So for younger ones, this may be a little bit better film than Captain America, maybe, except for the fact that Captain America has a lot of good morals and values in it. So watch that video. I talk all about that. And Thor is all about basically not being arrogant, not being an asshole, humbling yourself and helping others, and that kind of seeing the strength in what other people have to offer, sort of thing. So and a lot of family connections and ties and loyalties. So definitely some good values in the movie, and which is kind of nice. That's good to partake onto the kids, and it's a fun action comic book movie that they like, and then they can go out buy the comics. So good stuff. So if you got a comic fan, if you're a comic book fan, if you're a Thor fan, you're definitely going to want this. The 3D in it is very, very good. I was very impressed with it. It looks spectacular, very beautiful, especially the Asgard scenes are awesome. All the scenes in Asgard and all the scenes in the frozen world of the frost giants look spectacular. So definitely check it out if you can. And, you know, must have for your Blu ray 3D collection. Absolutely. Great film, good 3D, good story, good times. So thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.